participants are Fach GARCIA.
Never miss a shot.
POVPOOL.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is Daniel, and we're about to get this match started. It'll be Fach GARCIA versus Bryce AVILA, and this is the hot seat match for 2018's POV7 event. POVPOOL celebrating 7 years of live stream coverage. With over 33,000 subscribers on YouTube, over 2,100 recorded matches on YouTube. We're proud to be a part of billiards history here today, as one of our local Southern California favorites, Fach GARCIA, has played an exceptional collection of matches so far. Beating John Schmidt earlier today, knocking him to the one-loss side, and now John Schmidt is currently battling it out with Damian Alishan for his tournament life. Fach GARCIA also played Miguel Morfin and beat him. He beat Walt Dorsey, Chang Vang, Chong Vang. Sorry about that. So he's had some tough matches, and then he played John Schmidt and beat him today. So want to congratulate Fach GARCIA. He's definitely one of my favorite players. We've featured him on POVPOOL many times at different venues, but mostly at Hard Times Billiards for the Hard Times one pocket tournaments and 9-ball tournaments that we have there on a monthly basis down in Bellflower, California. And he's going to be playing Bryce AVILA. Bryce AVILA is a local Northern California, so this is like a north-south clash, and we think it's quite fitting, actually. And also, we're going to have a little bit of north-south commentary in the booth today for this match. It'll be myself and Chris Swart, who is the co-owner of California Billiards here in Fremont. And you can look at this, and you can look between. Chris Swart is not only a co-owner here, but he's also been nice enough to host many events with POVPOOL, coming to do live streaming. I met Chris Swart back in 2012, where I did coverage for him for the Chet Ito tournaments that he had annually at his old location in Mountain View, and then we moved on, and since then our friendship's grown, and we've cultivated the West Coast Swing events now for about 5 years running, and so it's a great pleasure to me to have you here again, Chris, in our box. How you doing, buddy?
It's welcome. It's good to be back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
It's good to be back.
So let me ask you, man, this is like a north-south clash here. You got Fach GARCIA, who is one of the favorites here, one of the favorites in any tournament down in Southern California, playing against one of your monsters here from Northern California, Bryce AVILA. So I
don't know, monster.
I don't
This is the horse we talked about last year or the year before that broke his legs. Come on now.
The horse that broke his legs last.
Well, he's been repaired.
Well, Bryce has had his ups and downs, yeah. But I mean, I do know that when he was 18 years old, he had a huge
He's a monster. You're right.
score, and that started him off.
Sure.
and there was a time in his life when everybody was afraid to play him.
Yes, sir. I agree.
And you know.
So who's the favorite? Well, you know what the favorite is. So what's the outcome here? What do you think?
Well, I think I'm going to say the favorite here is going to be Fach. But I had the pleasure of playing Bryce Avila in this tournament. He beat me 3-0, and I had chances to win. So, you know, Bryce just doesn't miss, man. I mean, you've probably seen him miss a couple times.
No, a few. I mean, he has flashes of what he used to be like, and then, you know, part of the problem is he plays on bar boxes a lot. So that's, I believe, kind of diminished his game to a point. It doesn't have that killer instinct he used to have on big tables. Sure. But, you know, in one pocket, anybody can win. That's the point of playing this game.
Yeah.
I believe Bryce will win this match, and the only reason why I say that is I think Fach is tired.
Okay.
And I talked to him a little bit before the match, and he's just, you know, he's tired. So, you know, whether that's going to do anything or not, we'll see. But I think beating John probably took a lot out of him. It takes a lot of brain power to beat a champion.
It sure does.
And of course he's capable.
Well, he's coming out
just in the break. The break itself right now was kind of a little heavy. Gave Bryce basically gave him the table. It's kind of in Bryce's favor right here.
It's going to give Bryce 1 point. Now, I will say, on the other hand, though, Fach being tired, he might try a little harder in this match, only because he knows that if he loses, he'll have more work ahead of him. So, you know, that might be motivating Fach a little bit, too.
The other motivating thing is you don't want to drive home.
Yeah, he doesn't want to drive home. $5? $5? I got Fach.
Ooh, we got some betting going on here. Uh-oh, look out.
I'm side betting with my better half here, Geraldine.
Look out. You guys are driving together, right?
Yeah, we are driving together. Yeah. She already won 10 off me. Maybe I should just make it 10. Let's make it 10.
Oh no.
Oh, because she spent 5.
She got coffee this morning.
So there's no way I can win my money back. Yeah. Thanks.
No,
Thanks for that.
Hey, it's too bad.
Yeah.
See ya.
Anyway, I want to thank you personally, man, for having this event and accommodating, you know, our
I want to thank you.
Anniversaries.
I want to thank you. I'm one of those guys out there that likes to watch stuff on YouTube, on Facebook, and I like to subscribe to your channel and watch the good play and the good matches that are on there. And if people haven't been on there or don't know about it, please check it out. It's inexpensive. You watch some really good matches. I know he's putting stuff on there probably about a few times a month right now. So, I'm sure you're going to start doing more because I think it's settled down a little bit where you don't have a lot going on when it comes to streaming right now. But
yeah,
it's definitely worth it. And these matches too. You're going to be able to see what is on table 2 here, but there's other matches that are being recorded that will be put into. Put out there. And I'm sure some of those will be on YouTube too.
We will. We had some issues with a couple of my memory cards though, so I'm praying that I can salvage some of those corrupted files, but we'll see what we get through here. But
you know, if it's not for you and a couple other guys that are out there, we don't get to see this. We don't get to see matches that are out there. A lot of the East Coast, you know, Midwest, they don't get to see what's out here in California, and vice versa. Some guys are out there on the East Coast that we get to see. Some of the guys on the East Coast we don't get to see.
That's true. That's true. And thanks for reminding people of that too. It's easy to take for granted now because almost everybody nowadays with a camera and a computer,
it's the Facebook thing now. Everybody's throwing out. They just put their phone up and put it on Facebook. Now, granted, is that great in the last case scenario and you get to see a match or something that, you know, there's no other way of doing it? Great, but it does not take over the streaming quality that you guys do.
Thank you so much. And it wouldn't be possible without guys like you and without our sponsors as well. We've got some great sponsors that are always involved with POVPOOL's events. So you know, we just hope to keep that going.
I mean, a really good example of that is everybody, obviously, that's in pool watched the Moscone Cup. A lot of that here in the U.S. was on Facebook. And even though it was a decent show, a lot of times there were some issues with not only Facebook, but just quality of what was viewed this far. I mean, by the time you see it on your TV, the quality is just not there. It's great to be able to see it.
Right.
That's what's missing on it. You know, it's the quality is not as great. You don't get to see the balls. I mean, how many times do we sit there and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to be stuck. Why did he get bad position on that 8 ball when it's the 6 ball or when it's this? You couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
So, and he was cutting in and out, and that, you know, that happens. But I think this match here is going to go pretty quick. I think both of these, like I said, I think Fach is tired, so I think both these guys are both a little tired, and they're going to push the action a little harder. They don't want to get in long uphill battles.
And
well, John's in a battle too, so I think it's 2-1, I believe.
Damien's up 2-1, I think. Yeah. Yeah, John is in a battle. John's a defending champion. He won POV6 last year here.
Well, his issue late yesterday and most of today is his back is really flared up on him. He's having a hard time bending over. Yeah, because of him trying to break the record in straight pool for the last 23 days has put a toll on his back. You know, the countless hours and concentration trying to make balls. He wasn't going to make it out here, but he was able to get a little adjustment and thought he felt a little bit better. But by the end of yesterday, he was hurting pretty good. And he felt pretty decent this morning, but I think it's still, you can tell by the way he's getting down on the ball. He's getting down slow. And, you know, it's
gingerly, playing gingerly.
And if anybody knows,
John's not a gingerly player.
Anybody that's ever had a back problem absolutely understands how difficult it is to concentrate, let alone wipe your butt.
So I just want to also mention that Fach GARCIA is sponsored by Hooked Apparel and by Taum Tips and Taum Chalk, and he wanted to give them a shout out. Thank them for his support. And who's Bryce sponsored by? California Billiards today?
He's sponsored by the flavor of the month. Well, obviously he's sponsored by Christmas. Did you see his outfit today?
Yes, I do see that.
Red pants, red shirt.
He's sponsored by Father Christmas.
That's right. All he needs is a little hat and a little beard.
Somebody should throw him a hat. I think he'd probably wear it for the rest of the match.
Whatever works.
Well, he's taking advantage of this this scratch by Fach. Yeah, a nice little roll off the 2 there, and he's going to have that 13, but I don't know what he's...
How many balls he got, by the way?
He's got 3 now, and so I think he'll probably roll forward to bank the 6, which would be good because then he can bring his cue ball back up to...
well, he might come back up to the 8, too, and try to squeeze in between.
Oh, you're right. He did try to come up.
Yeah, I think he wanted to come up by the 8 and actually up in that area because he'd give him more balls. A lot harder shot, but...
I think this bank on the 2 is open between the 9 and 6, which will be good.
We need a bigger screen here. This 32-inch screen is not big enough. I'm used to that 50-inch screen.
We need a screen that's bigger than the pool table. Well, he's looking at the 4.
I don't see him taking the 4. Too much risk in it. I like the 2, but I don't think he can make the 2 because I don't think he can shorten it up enough and get the cue ball out of the way. I think it's going to hit the 6.
He ginned it.
There you go.
Good.
Never mind then.
He may be out from here, Chris. He needs 3. And, you know, 6, 9, 4, I would imagine. Those would be the balls you'd go
Either
after.
4 or he goes back up to, it looks like the 12. It's over by the side pocket.
Okay,
That's another ball you could go back up to. That angle, I think he's got to go up to that 12 now. I don't like the 4 here.
You don't like him going like stunning 2 rails around? Maybe he just taps the 14 a little bit.
No, because I think you need to make sure you make this ball. And to be honest, 12 this is natural shape. So
yeah, it's actually safer. It's actually safer shape too.
Yeah.
See how he plays it. Yeah, he did play your shot. Oh, he came up for the 4.
Which, if he would have went the other way, could have done the same thing.
That was excellent speed.
Yeah.
Excellent speed. There it is.
There's the first one.
Game 1 in
10 minutes.
Yeah, in 10 minutes.
And now we jinx ourselves. Now it'll be the next one will be an hour.
Yeah. So, Chris, any news to share about California Billiards? You guys have a weekly tournaments, monthly tournaments. Anything you want to plug?
We get 3rd weekend of the month. 9-ball, 1 pocket. Getting ready. A new year. We're going to start up 8-ball on the bar boxes Tuesday night.
Okay.
Tuesday night tournament. We have Mez tournament come in January. I'm not sure exact dates off the top of my head. I want to say it's in the 19th, 18th, 19th area.
Okay. Mez tour.
We obviously have the U.S. Open qualifier in April.
Yeah.
Other thing I'll let everybody know, because there's a rumor out there. No, I didn't get shot in the parking lot, and I'm still alive.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
I didn't hear this.
Somebody had spread a rumor around that I got in a scuffle with somebody on the parking lot, was shot. And
okay. Is there like any truth to this rumor at all?
Well, yeah, I'm standing here talking. I was sitting here talking to you,
no,
right?
But not that you got shot. I mean, did you get? Was there a scuffle?
No, I have no idea what they're talking about. No.
There's a rumor that he got shot in the parking lot, but it's.
I'm gonna put that rumor to
put
bed.
that rumor to sleep, please.
Yeah, because I don't remember getting shot at, nor do I remember having any kind of argument on the parking lot. So.
I think maybe we got guys playing too many video games or something. Red Dead Redemption or something.
There's all kinds of goofy ones out there. Everybody always thinks that something's going on.
So
other than that, it's just business as usual.
Fach just played like a kick takeout there, but he's left Bryce with a bank.
Yeah, I mean he's 90% to make this. This is one of the shots he makes pretty well. You know, I say that he misses it. I know he's going to leave that 6, so he's going to leave a shot here for Fach, which he might be able to get 2 or 3 balls out of this.
He can. As long as he doesn't hit this 15 coming out and he doesn't hit it too hard.
Well, I kind of think you want to, because I think he's going to have to put a little bit of pace on this. And I think you kind of want to hit the 15 a little bit because it's going to give you the 10.
Maybe
he'll hit it right in the face.
He might come underneath it, though. Slide underneath it. No, wow, he didn't shoot that at all the way I expected him to.
Well, he didn't put any
spin.
Any English at all on it. He just hit straight. He's just shooting balls to make them. So,
shout out to Mel Simpson. He says he's alive. He's talking about you. He's alive.
I'm alive.
Laz Thomas says, I love Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I want to get into it, but I'm playing a game called Scum right now.
I don't know how any of you guys can play games. My son plays a few games, obviously not those kind of games, but I can't understand anything that goes on anymore. I'm used to 2 or 3 buttons that do stuff. And
yeah, like asteroids, missile commands.
Yeah, you got to sit there and think about strategies. And
yeah.
I just, no.
Games are supposed to be relaxing.
It's like Fortnite. You know, oh, you got to go and dig this and build this and do this. I just want to shoot people and run.
I don't like Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite.
And everybody was into that. My son was like, oh, really? He's into this thing now where, and I've noticed that this is what's amazing to me besides cornhole that you see on
Cornhole
TV.
On TV, yeah.
Okay,
bigger
so
than
this,
pool.
this is bigger than that. It was just on, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
It's the first annual streaming awards. I don't know if you heard that.
First annual streaming awards?
Streaming awards. No, streamers.
Okay.
Not your kind of streaming. For the streaming
Twitch,
they're talking
gaming
about,
streamers.
game streaming, right?
Yeah.
So, that's something my son is regretfully in love with, is listening to some... Yeah, well, I can't even say what it is.
Fly-by-night hosts
It's just some
that came
crazy,
out of nowhere.
dumb, blah, 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 sitting there explaining on how he's playing a video game. It's like, really?
Yeah.
And showing his face on the screen.
Wow.
So,
oh, yes.
so then
yes.
to top it off, now they got a guy in there talking about another guy playing a video game. So you got a streamer and they're watching another guy streaming and they're playing a video game. These guys are making money.
Oh, yeah, they are.
They're making money.
Yeah, they really are.
And my son knows all the names. Oh, that's what's his name. Oh, that's this guy. Oh, that's this guy. These guys are pulling $1 million, million apiece, by talking about a video game.
It's crazy.
We sit here and talk about a pool. And what do you got? A $1.50? $1.75?
Well, this young Miguel's son was just telling us how he watches streams where people are getting super chats every 1 minute, every minute.
Yes. Yes.
Anywhere, $5, $10, $20, $100 every minute.
Right.
They're getting super chats. I'm just saying, I'm in the wrong business, sir.
Yes. You got to dumb yourself down a little bit.
I got to dumb myself down.
Dumb yourself down.
Meanwhile, speaking of dumbing down, you're right. Fach is tired. He's falling apart here, and I may be $5 poorer in the next 20 minutes or so.
Did you think you were actually going to get $5 if you won?
I gave her the $10.
You were losing no matter what. So how you holding up?
I'm holding up great, man. I've had so much fun here. Every time I come to California Billiards, it's just, you know, it's like
you're about to get slapped in the head.
It's like no, it's like
yeah,
it's
because
like
you didn't work for the first 2 days.
It's like a holiday for me. I did work. Come on.
Play pool.
It's like that's still work.
Sometimes it's good, you know. You've been in too many tournaments where you don't get to play in the tournaments.
That's true.
Sometimes it's nice to play in them.
What a beautiful shot. I don't know.
Not
if
fortunate there, though.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue this run. He's on a run of 4 right now. Al Markowski checking out, folks. Yeah, everybody can get their wallets back.
Wallets back. Al donated this weekend.
He did, actually. He played. He played the bee. He played the bumblebee.
He played the bee.
Hey, Monk.
Played the bee.
Al got stung by the bee.
So it looks like the match with John and Damien is 2-2. So Damien is shooting into his hole. Can't tell how many balls he's got. Oh, this might be over for John. Looks like he's got 6. He's got 1 in the hole. That's 7. I think he needs 1 after this. So John might be out of this tournament.
Big thanks to the Monk. The Monk just gave us a $20 super chat. Really appreciate it. Much appreciated, much needed, and thank you very much. By the way, is the Monk, is that Tim Miller? I'm not sure if it is, because how many Monks do you know?
There's 2 that and the one you just said, and then who's the guy up in Reno that was called the Monk? Yep,
Is it
John
the one in
out.
Reno? Is it the one in Reno? John's out?
John is out.
John's out of the tournament, so 4th, 5th place to John, yeah?
5th, 6th.
5th, 6th.
I think that's 5th, 6th.
Who do we have left? We've got...
I think we got 4 left.
Oh, right.
Because there's still 2 on the loser side.
Yeah.
And these 2 here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You've got now Damien and Miguel need to go at it, right?
No, Marmar.
Or Amar and...
Marmar and Damien, yeah.
Amar and Damien, yeah. Laz Thomas says, what is Super Chat? It's that little $sign that you see at the bottom of your chat area next to the happy face that's grayed out. If you click on that, you'll find out all about Super Chat there. Just allows you to provide us with a little bit of your support for all the work that we have to do here and all this team of scrambling experts that we have running around making this show happen. Wow, that ball did not grab, but he may have hit it a little hard, that's why.
On table number 1.
So I think it's 5-1 now.
Damien and Marmar. On table number 1. Damien and Marmar.
I don't know yet. I'll think about it. Hey, big shout out to West State Billiards, by the way. Donnie's out there paying attention or watching. Table's playing good.
Yes, Donnie Wessels and Brian Hongham consistently supported our events now for 3 years running.
They support us, they support Mez West State. Who else? I mean, they do throw out quite a bit of support throughout the community. A lot more than some big companies that are out there that should be doing it, you know? In the pool industry, I should say. Order it in the morning and you'll have it the next day. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So I'm gonna say that this is gonna be an up table game.
It's looking that way. Yeah, looks like Fach has accepted it. Well, he's looking at his 15 ball, but it's not without risk, you know.
No, you can't shoot it because everything's going towards Foz, and if he makes that cut over there on what is that, 10, 12?
Yeah, and you know, a
big
big mistake that players can make too is, I mean, especially when Fach is not playing that well, right, like you've been seeing, is that they'll think, oh well, I can shoot that shot because, you know, if I leave something long, they're gonna miss. But that's not always true.
Right.
John John Schmidt's checking out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. So, you know, that's a problem sometimes. Players will take it for granted that they're, you know, and sometimes players will play on that, you know, there'll be a sleeper. They kind of play the rope-a-dope.
Well, that's something that can happen in one pocket. It can happen in 1 or 2 shots where the whole match can change and the whole set can change on 1 or 2 lazy or mistakes, you know?
Yes, yeah.
There's nothing like giving somebody that's not shooting well, that's not playing well, a chance and let them get something, get rolling. Well, when you get rolling in this, you start to just throw things together. The other thing too is when you're put in a corner and you have to shoot, you know, and you stop caring about the other guy running out. A lot of times that'll turn you around too.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it just makes you shoot.
You can hook a guy so good that they've got no choice but to go.
Right.
You know?
And a lot of times that'll fire guys up because now they're concentrating on one shot only instead of worrying about everything else. You put a couple of those together, and next thing you know, the game is completely changed or swung around. There's one thing about this game that intrigues me, and I see a lot of players lose because they do it. You know,
Thank you, Lenny.
It's kind of the rule of thumb is when you're ahead, push all balls up table and play the defensive role. For me, that kind of just lulls you to sleep. You know, it takes you out of your stroke. I mean, if I got a shot that I can go for and I think it's semi-safe, or I'm going to try to get out. I don't care if I open things up. I want to continue playing the way I'm playing because that's the way I'm winning. You know, it's the same thing. You look at football and you look at the Raiders. How the Raiders back in the day always, you know, played their Raider defense, what we call the Raider defense, in the end of a game when they were ahead and play soft in a zone and end up losing the game because they played soft instead of playing
instead
the way
of pressing. You got to press.
That's right, and it's the same thing in this game.
That's a good shot.
You got a shot like that right there.
Yeah.
You got it. You take it. You keep the guy defensive. You gotta stay on the offense.
Yeah, and you know when that's working for you too, that only puts more pressure on the opponent.
Absolutely.
That's when an opponent can really fall apart. You give them chances to shoot, make mistakes, then you know you're giving them the chance to warm up and build their confidence.
And a lot of guys are favored in an uphill grinder where they're not having to really use their strokes. That can work into somebody's favor.
That's another reason why sandbagging in one pocket's really difficult.
Yeah.
You know.
See, that's a shot right there that most people won't shoot because obviously it leaves. It's going to give
Fach
Fach a shot.
Yeah.
But for me, look, it's in the pocket. It's a
Fach
ball that
is going to go here, though.
He's going to.
He's going to go.
But you're guaranteed to have that ball in there. I don't see him running. He might run. If he runs 4 of those balls, he runs 4 of those balls.
I like the 11 and not the 4, but he's going for the 4. What do you think, Chris?
I agree. I like the 11 too, but when you're not shooting good, when you nail it like that, I guess it doesn't matter. I think he's gonna hurt it there. That's terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's just a bad rule.
That's from bad to worse, is what that is.
But it's the pressure that Bryce having that ball in that pocket. Now Fach is okay. I'm just going to go. I'm going to run this. I'm going to do whatever I gotta do to get out right here, and that forces him to hit that ball harder. It forced him, you know, to be in the position he's in. You're right. I think the 11 ball was actually the better shot to get on to the rest of those balls.
So I think he might be thinking about, like, maybe I could just make this ball and then draw back on top of the 11 or the 13.
I think he's thinking that this game's over and we're probably going to go to the next one. I'm just telling you that right now. I just don't see anything. I don't see a way out of this.
He's dumping for Geraldine. He's dumping this match for Geraldine's $5.
I love the way Fach plays, but I mean,
he's playing with his new cue too, by the way, that he made, which is a silver leaf. And, I mean, it's like very elaborate. and very unique. And he actually, the silverleaf work, he extended up through the Revo shaft that he has. So if that shaft looks like it's glistening a little bit, it's because it's glistening with silver leaf work. Did he show you that cue for a little bit?
He did.
No.
Originally, I thought he took the shaft and he cut it and then added the rest of it to it. That's kind of what it looks like.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But you're right.
Yeah, he showed it to me the other day. Did he freeze against that ball?
No, I don't think so. I think he wanted to get behind it. I don't think he did. What does Bryce need? I'm gonna guess 2.
Bryce needs 2 balls, and I see him both already. I mean, he'll play this rail first, probably a little bit, and then. It
depends on how deep. I mean,
how deep it is. You can just go direct, actually.
Be careful with the scratch here too.
You just hit the soft.
Because you always you
so hard to
put a
hit
little
these
spin
balls.
On it,
the right
sometimes you can put it right in that side pocket. See? And it came out good, but I think that's what he was worried about. Because he didn't hit that hard enough. It came out harder and came back up. I mean, you got the 1 ball, you got the 10 ball. Yeah, I'm sorry, this game's in books.
I'll give a shout out to one of our sponsors, Charles Malky of Ivy Organic, your key to organic gardening. Check out ivyorganic.com today. Find out all.
Does that work well on
you need to know about organic gardening?
I was going to say, does it work well on certain green plants?
It works well on everything. Certain green plants. Yes, for certain green plants, it does
really
work.
Well?
Works extremely
Just
well.
Curious, is it like a Miracle Grow kind of thing?
It's yes, but it's all organic.
Okay,
it's all organic, and it's a very difficult product to find. Purely organic compounds nowadays.
Excellent shot by Fach.
Most products these days are synthetic and they have chemicals in them, and they're not good for the environment. So check out ivyorganics.com if you're looking for a true organic solution to all of your fertilization, your protection from sun scald and sunburn, and rodents and insects. Whether or not you just want to use it as a foliar spray.
That's what it is now.
Oh, wow.
So we're very proud to be a part of our Ivy Organics.
Is it so? I'm guessing
product line.
It's a food product.
No, it's is it? You mean you could?
I mean, obviously, it's a nutrient kind of thing. Is it
theoretically? It's non-toxic. You could theoretically eat it, and it would not harm you.
I'm not talking about eating.
Eat it, but you could.
I'm not talking about eating his stuff. I'm talking about as a food for the plants.
It's food for the plants too. Yeah, there's a
I'm
fertilizer.
Not it, sprinkling it on my milkshake or something. Come on, you're killing me.
I'll have the.
It is Sunday. I know it's almost late.
I'll have the 3-in-1 plant garden milkshake, please.
A little extra sprinkles on that.
Anyway, check out ivyorganic.com. They also have an amazing YouTube channel as well, with over 30,000 subscribers. Charles Malky knows everything. He's a plant biologist and a plant expert. Now,
Fach is making a run.
Anyways, I digress. Yeah, this match is picking up for Fach.
But it's exactly what we're talking about. That he has no choice but to go after what he's going after,
yeah,
and
it's true.
It's one shot at a time right now. I don't think he has a choice but to, if Bryce needs one here, right?
Yeah, he's got to cut this.
I think he's got to bank it, actually.
Actually, that one is removable, though, too. But with those other 2 balls on his side like that, it's not worth taking it out, really, because you might certainly leave him a shot.
I think he's got to go for the bank, to be honest with you. Makes the bank, it leaves him the 11, and then you got to go for the takeout, or you just go for the follow. I don't think he has a choice. I mean, he can go for the cut here, but I think it makes the 1 ball.
He's going for it.
I think you have to go for the bank.
A lot of pressure too.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. I mean, it is what it is. You know?
Come on, Fach, make him shoot it.
Yeah. No, that's what I like to do. I don't like to let the guy finish. I'll even make it for him sometimes if I'm in that much trouble. Just so he doesn't get that thrill of finishing.
Yeah, that satisfaction.
That's right.
Well, speaking of satisfaction, Bryce is probably sitting there happy. He's got 2 games against Fach GARCIA, who defeated John Schmidt earlier today.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful. Can't be too happy about it. I've seen Fach come back and roll through people at this point, so this is not over.
That's why we say down south, what the Fach?
Let's see if he gets a good break here.
Speaking of Fach, I want to give a shout out to Ariel Carmeli and Joey Chin and Kent Davis. They've all worked together for many years. They should have all come up.
They're sitting there watching TV right now.
Eddie Cohen as well.
Should have took a little road trip out.
Bill Faust says, Fach needs to have an energy drink. Well, it's not that simple for Fach. Fach has had some medical issues for most of his life. He actually does kidney dialysis 4 days a week.
He's on dialysis, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what he was mentioning. I think
so, you know, just an energy drink is not always a viable solution for a guy like Fach. He's got his methods, and I will not claim to be an expert on what he does. So.
Well, I think he's going to go for the 6 here. He's going to smack into the pack. Pretty safe shot, to be honest with you.
Hits a
puts
rail.
all the balls towards his hole and doesn't really give Bryce much.
Now here's where Fach is really going to have to grind. Because this is, you know, I'm telling you, like when I played Bryce, he made very few mistakes, and he wasn't as aggressive as I expected him to be. That's what the funny thing was about Bryce. I expected him to be very aggressive, but he actually instead, he played real smart, and he moved the balls, and he played an excellent end game with me too, twice in a row. So Fach is literally going to have to try to wait this out.
Well, obviously he wants to remove that 13, but the 6 ball is a bank, so he's got to try to protect the cue. He got away with that.
Yeah,
that 13 got in the way. So.
There's some protection.
So I see Fach probably, if he's got get on the 14, he's probably going to put him behind the 13. I don't really see anything else there.
Well, yeah, he can use the 14, the 5, and even the 3 if he wants to. But he's got to be careful not to leave a return on the 6. So he really needs to. That's not at all what I expected.
No, I think he was trying to slide underneath.
That's not at all.
He's trying to slide underneath that and get that ball over towards.
Can Bryce go direct and just make this 13?
Yes. Yeah, that's makeable.
Interesting.
He should run into the. Well, let's see.
Run into the 9 or the 2. Right?
Well, I think he's got to put a little bit of. Well, I'm looking at it now. To be honest with you, I'm not touching it. If I can get to that 2 ball there, I'm going to hide the cue ball behind that 3. You know what I mean? I'm just going to push that.
Just wait it out a little longer.
Even though I think this is makeable, he could get in trouble there.
If he spins this outside English, God knows where it's all going to end up.
He did all right.
Yeah, he did.
There was more room there than I thought. I mean, otherwise, you just put the guy right back in the same trap. You just use that 2 ball, slide the cue ball behind that 3, and you know.
Well, this is nice for him. Look, everything's kind of open. There's a little bit of surgery to perform here. I like him sliding up table to shoot the 9 next. Shoot the 9 next. What do you think? Looks like easy position. He went for the 3. I like the 9 next, but okay.
Oh, is it that time? After this, though, right? Okay. I'll grab it in a second, B. And call for some money. Some people want some money.
Oh, I thought you got stung by the bee too.
Money. So I guess this match over here is 1-0 already. It's like 1-0.
Yeah, I wonder who's ahead.
Well, the look on Damien's face would mean Marmar won that one. Then it's hard to tell because Damien he's got the same
stoic.
Yeah,
he's very stoic.
Yeah. Can't really read him too well.
No, he's not a good read. He's not an easy read, let's say. I'm sure if you know him well, though. Well, I don't know, Fach. I don't know if that's going to be good.
Yeah, I think he might be mailing it in a little bit. I think he's just
toasted a little bit, I think.
I think he has the energy left.
Who knows? He might catch a gear.
All right, well, give me about 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. Chris Swart's got to go pay somebody. Who was it? John? You got to pay John Schmidt? He left. Oh, payments for the next match. That's right. These guys, they're so organized. They think way ahead of the curve. Who's that, Jeff? What's up, Jeff? You have a super chat? Hey, I got a super chat. Super chat from Jeff. What's up, brother? Hey, you look good, man. What's that? You're all cleaned up. Yeah. Why the reaction? You had to go to court or something? Thank you, bro. Yeah. What's that? You retired?
Must be retired. I'm in a constant state of retiring from something.
That's beautiful. Beautiful combo bank there from Fach. I can't personally, I can't count Fach out. Because I know what he's capable of. I really do. Jeffrey, you want to check in with us? You want to come on the mic and check in with us real quick? Come on, man. You just basically bought yourself some airtime. That's what happened. Okay, he's too shy, he says. He's too shy, all right. I can't put Dave on because he just cusses too much.
I get tired of calling the wrong shot every shot. Just like shooting the wrong shot. I get tired of it.
4-1. Bryce Avila making it happen. Bryce has played, I think he's played all of our POV events that we've had, whether it be 9-ball or 1 pocket. Yes, he sometimes he skips the mini, but he definitely plays the 1 pocket. But this is the best he's done so far in the 3 years that we have done the POV anniversary events at California Billiards. So it's really nice to see some new blood. He's not so much new blood though. He's an old school. He's been playing a long time. He looks a lot younger than he is. I think he's probably around mid to late 30s now. I think.
All right, so Mar is up. One game.
Mar is up 1 game. Oh, Mar. You call him Mar?
Mar.
Is that what?
That's what they call him around here. Mar.
That's from B, right?
Yeah.
B's got. Who was the master? What were they calling him? The master or the?
I don't know who the master is.
B was saying.
B's got
like,
a name for everybody though.
Mar versus the master. I don't know who is saying. Was it the master?
Oh,
or
you
was
know, it might be Chris Cruz.
Oh, Chris Cruz.
Might be Chris Cruz. But yeah, Colonel Lee, which is Lee Wallach.
Okay, Colonel Lee, huh? He hadn't come up with one for me yet. Maybe that's because I don't get
Should
called.
call you McDaniel.
I don't get called for my next match
Exactly.
enough.
McDaniel instead of McDonald's.
No, I don't like McDaniel.
Don't like that one.
You get too confused with Chris McDaniel.
Oh, this is true.
Anyway, you're right. Fach is. But you know what? He's doing what he can in this game. But like I said, you know, I think Bryce plays less aggressively than you would think. You know, he seems like a very aggressive player, but he knows when to lay up and hold up. As far as I can tell. You may have different opinion, Chris.
There's days that he plays very well.
Yeah.
And then there's days that he breaks his legs. It's just, we all have those days though. You know?
Sure.
And you don't play every day, and you're not playing top quality players every day. It's hard to go from giving people weight and playing to playing champions and playing even. It's a totally different scenario. It's hard to get in a tournament like this. It's a pretty quick race, 3-3. There's not an extended amount of time to be playing. It takes time to get back to gear and to play certain ways, and sometimes it's just too late.
Looking for cover with the 15 ball, and that was a nice shot.
Yeah, he's moving the balls well.
Very nice.
There's a couple things Bryce can do here. He can come down to, looks like the 4 ball that's on the bottom and spin over behind the 7 or up even actually by the 12 ball up there. Try not to give him bank across anyway. That's all I really see right now. I think everything else is a little too risky. Sometimes I like to give a person, like, you know where the 11 ball is right now? Sometimes I'll just push the ball up there and leave it right on top of that 11. He's not going to fire at any of his balls from there.
Yeah.
I go for a bank on.
What about two
10.
railing the 11?
I don't like that, because then you lose the cue ball.
You try to bring the cue ball behind the 12.
No. I like just,
which is right behind Bryce's hand.
Right now, the way Fach has been playing, I like to actually let him shoot. I want him to go for something, but I want to put him on a ball, making it a little tough. You know, test him out.
Well, it's like I said, you know, Bryce knows. He knows how to play the score.
Yeah. So, you know, you left him a bank here, but he's got to be careful. So I don't know. I think Fach actually should take that 4 ball, not the 7 ball. I think this is the wrong shot here. If he can slide in behind that 2 ball, I don't think that gained him anything. I think that actually took away a little bit of what he had there. Because Bryce now has the opportunity to take that 4 ball and follow it with the cue ball, get behind that 7-5. There's a few balls he can do that with. He could do it with the 8 ball and slide down behind the 7.
Yep.
He could do it with the 12. I think he can see that 12 ball as well. Okay, uses the 8 ball.
What was important about that is the speed at which he hit it. It doesn't matter so much that he gets right on the 5, or just as long as he gets close, and as long as he stays tight to the rail and protects that 4 ball. Or is it the 2 ball? It's the 2 ball, isn't it?
See, that's a bad spot again. So now he's just going to turn around, and now he's definitely going to shoot that 4 ball. I could not see him not shooting this 4 ball. You got a free shot to hit that 2, the 4 into the 2, spin your cue ball and try to get it behind the 7. Yeah, he didn't hit that good.
He came into the 7.
Yeah, he didn't hit that good. I'm spinning the cue ball and following it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, that'll shorten up the that 4 ball, and it'll put that cue ball behind those other balls. Now Foch can do the same thing right back. You can use the 4 and stick right behind. See, these guys, they're not really protecting their cue ball. There's been a few shots where they could stick their opponent and really.
Right, like did Foch need to play that as a bank right there? He could have played safe behind the 2. Because he's got 2 balls there that he was.
It's just what this is telling me is he's tired. So instead, he doesn't want to play a long match. He doesn't want to.
I will say this.
He wants to just try to get, hopefully, okay, maybe I'll knock a ball in and I can get 2 or 3.
Well, what do you do here? Maybe force follow?
Yeah, just
force follow. High karate on the 7 ball here.
Yeah. Try to move all those balls over to your hole.
Oh, no.
He did okay there. I mean, I don't see any damage. I mean, he didn't hit it good, but
oh, no.
I don't think he gave anything out.
Well, normally you would see Foch try to maybe bank this 2. But with those 2 balls sitting there, the 8.
I like, to be honest with you, I
the
like
4 and the 5.
I like coming in behind the 2 ball here and sticking them.
That's not a bad shot. It's not a bad shot.
I mean, you got the 8 and your 12 is a good position. 5 isn't a good position. You're going to have to. He's either going to have to stick behind that 2 and stay there, or he's going to have to go up top to that 15.
It's difficult though. There's a margin for error. Like, what if you don't stick him? What if he can see the 4 or the 5 after you?
It's not going to go anywhere.
No.
Where's it going to go? They're stuck together.
He's shooting at the 11 ball, Chris.
Yes, I don't like that. That's not good.
That's not even.
If
that
I'm
lane
right,
is not even open.
If I'm right, he's gonna. I think he sees it. He's gonna come in behind the 2. That's the shot right there. I wouldn't have done it that hard though.
Yeah, I know. Now there's no protection.
Right. I would have stuck him behind it.
Now there's no protection.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, hit it. Don't. I think that was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna shoot it. I would have stuck him behind that. I thought that was a better shot.
Well, at least that way he ensures that he hits a rail.
Now, to be honest with you, if I'm Bryce, I'm not touching those 3. I don't need to. I'm going to leave them alone.
Yeah.
I don't think they work for anybody there. I think they work more for Bryce. The 4 into the 2 looks better than the 2 into the 4. So I'm going to go up and knock that 12 ball. I'm going to go play with those balls up there. I actually might try. Nah, it's too far away. I was going to say I might try the 2 railer and stick behind that. That's too hard.
He can bank that 15 and I think double up the 8 and the 12 on 5.
Yeah, but it's 1 ball. That's 1 ball, though. If you make it.
Yeah.
I don't like this right here. I don't think there's any reason to move those.
Actually, you can just play the 12 and draw back behind these balls. I don't know what's going on here. This
is careless to me. Right there is the reason why that's careless.
Yeah, he
just gave up all those balls.
Total sabotage there.
Yeah. But you just play the 12 and you draw it back down. Even if you don't get behind those balls, you get the 12 out of there.
Well, the thing is that he really didn't need to move him. He only needs 3. Foch needs 7. Now
make it 6.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
5.
Next visit Bryce has to the table might be an even game.
So he's going to have to put this a little something on this, or just make the ball and go from there. I think that's about his best. I think that's the best he was going to get out of that. I'd be honest with you, I like the 15 right here.
I was just looking at that.
I think the 15 is shot.
What do? Do you draw to the side rail, or do you follow into the 12 or that 10 ball up there?
I like going right over to that West State
West
sticker
State
right there on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, draw it right over to that, and just bring that 15 down. Obviously, you want to try to make it, but get good enough speed where it's down in the corner. Because if you make it, now you get the 5. If you send it down to the corner, now you get the 5 blocking. You know, any takeout on the 15. Bryce is not going to go for any bank on the 4, I don't believe, because I think it's too risky.
I agree with you. I think that is the shot.
I mean, you could try to go forward with it and try to stick it behind, run into that 10 ball up there.
You actually got to play him 2 double up here, but you got to also be careful not to leave him a bank.
I like that right there. You know, you're hoping that cue ball was up just a little bit further.
He didn't double him up, yeah.
No, but that's what he was trying to do, and I think that's the right shot.
I think Fach knows that he should be trying harder, but it's hard. It's so much. When you don't have the energy, it's so hard to do.
The problem is he's left him the 4 ball, and I think he's going to take the bank on the 4. It's a free shot. Good speed, puts it right in the pocket.
He's perfect. Nope, it's wide.
He does all right though. I mean, I don't see that. He's going to have to take that out. I don't think he's got anything on the 15.
No rail first here.
Yeah, so.
Oh, maybe he's going to bank the 8 and say, you know what? Time for the come with it shot.
I mean, it's there. You spin your cue back down to the bottom rail.
Yeah, and if you're lucky, you make it. If you're a little unlucky,
but the tendency is always to overhit these because you really want to get them down to that bottom rail, and you throw that little extra spin in there just to make sure you get there, and you end up losing that cue ball. I think this is the right shot. Just take it out. I think I would have made it. Yeah, that's not bad. I think he's all right.
He's bought himself some time. I think Bryce will kick this, and I don't like the shot.
I'll be honest with you.
Kick underneath it.
I'm not against shooting this 5 baller. I'm not against banking that 5 ball because you put the cue ball up with a 7.
Yeah, but like you said earlier, that's worth only 1 ball.
Or you do that and get lucky. Well, no, but for me, if he makes a 5 ball, he could still get in and get one of those balls out of there if he wanted to. I don't see a shot up there for Bosch at the time. You know, when you can play the corner like that, then I guess you take that shot. But that was.
How you like that?
That's a good shot right there.
That's good speed, especially when you're stuck in the wedge like that.
So if I know Bryce, he's going to go for the 2 railer here. I think he takes the 4, takes the shot at the 2 railer. I like hitting this a little hard, so that way it doesn't stay. I mean, I just like being aggressive in that spot when I'm feeling good, you know? Put the pressure on him. So, you know, we're up we're definitely up table now. I see all these balls just getting pushed. If he's shooting a 7, I think it's wrong. It's a mistake.
Not if you shoot it like that.
Well, if he makes it, it's great, but if he misses it, you would have left him.
He hung it.
Yeah, he's shooting his 5, though. I think he has to. I don't think he can see the 7.
What's the over-under on this shot?
I'm shooting 5 all day long. Any good player.
Dave Gross says hi, by the way.
What's up, Dave Gross?
In our chat room saying, watching. He's got Bryce thinking a little bit because he knows that there's definitely a.
I'm taking the 5. I think you have to.
You know, you're punished if you miss this.
Shooter's got to shoot. This is a shot you're supposed to take. You're supposed to punish him for taking a 7 ball.
It's my duty.
And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'd take the 4 though. Maybe he's
doing it to try to play safe on the cue ball. I don't see any safe on the cue ball much.
He nailed it.
He did not nail it.
But you know what? That's decent. I see he was trying to get to the 5, but I'm still. I would take that 5. I'm just taking the 5 ball. Sorry. I'm gonna show you I'm not scared. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna shoot that 7 on me and you're gonna leave me straight in. I'm gonna nail that.
Well, he's shooting the 8 into the 7, which is smart. You gotta be careful here because you can end up.
Oh no! You didn't get enough of it.
Oh no!
How many balls, Bryce need?
2.
3.
2. Oh, 3. Yes.
Someone by the name of Eddie ordered a chicken salad.
It's mine.
Someone by the name of
That's me.
Eddie. Hi, I go by the name of Eddie.
So here's a question for you. What are you doing in this situation? Are you going to make your ball
Bank
try
into
to get
the
to
ball?
the bank for the 8? Or do you make his ball and make him make your ball and then you have a shot at the 8?
I like your thinking. I mean, I mean, it's like a chess game, right? So I think
now he's got nothing. So for me, I already know I got that ball in. That's a guarantee unless he follows it.
yeah,
That's
but
guaranteed.
he just played a bad shot. I think that it's the right shot, but he played it bad. I mean, he could have. Look, he's trying to dig him in. He played the right shot, but he played it bad. I think.
I mean, here's my point. This is what a lot of people don't see. I'm going to make his ball right there, and I might try to corner hook him because that ball was inside the corner pretty good. So I might try to corner hook him just like he did there because my ball is still in the hole, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you corner hook him, you can't make your ball.
That's right. So
Yeah.
now if I don't corner hook him, he has to make my ball. But now that 8 ball is still in the spot where it's going to be really hard for him to place it where I can't get that bank at it, right? So at least I'm shooting with an empty hole in his side, not with a ball in his one.
Yeah, you're taking pressure off of you.
Yes, and putting the pressure back on him.
Bryce is not taking any chances, and that's good. Good to see from him. I think he's pretty much gauged the situation at this point, that all he has to do is wait it out. And,
well, it's his game to lose from here. He has the choice. He's got he's on top right now, so it's his game to lose. If he plays correctly, he won't lose. But if he makes a silly mistake or goes for something he shouldn't go, he could lose. He's in control right here. I can't see the angle too well, but I like the 11 ball, to be honest with you. I like the bank on the 11 because I think he can stick it behind that 5.
I think it's risky. I don't like the bank on the 11 because bad things can happen as well as good things, but
it all depends on the angle right here. Because if you can stun it a little bit and just slide over to that 5 ball, as long as you're underneath it, pretty much like that. I think if he'd have just put a little bit more on it, he'd have been right behind that 5 ball.
Okay.
looks like Fach can just go direct into this
he's
ball.
just gonna knock it out.
It's interesting to see him play this that way, where
I think
he could have drew it.
I might take the 11 ball here again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll put a little more. I'm going to put a little more heat on it, though. I'm not going to go soft on this one. I'm actually going to pop it, and so if I miss it, it gets out of there.
You're going to pop it and draw it, or you're going to pop it
I'm drawing.
and go
I would draw back.
forward?
I wouldn't go forward. I
Yeah.
think he looks like he's trying to go forward. I don't
like going
that
forward
because it gives a shot.
Yeah.
I like the draw. I like
Actually,
drawing it back down.
Fach can now play this shot safely without leaving
Absolutely.
Bryce another return.
Absolutely. That's why I didn't like that shot. There's no way I would have followed that. That was a mistake. I would have either, if I could draw it back and be safe about it, I'd have gone for it. If not, I just don't play it at all, and I get the 5 out of there. See, I got 2 balls out of that. Maybe even 3, because I think he can get up to the 5 here. He's got the angle for it. And then if he gets in the right spot on the 5.
Oh, he's going to be perfect.
I think he can. Nah, I don't think he hit it hard enough. If he did hit it a little harder, he could
Oh
have
my
stuck
gosh,
there.
the humidity is killing us.
Yeah, that's it. Humidity.
What do you do here? Do you like maybe a Z bank on the 5?
No. No. But I don't like this either.
Was he 3-railing this?
Yep. The ball's in the way.
Yeah, no, I knew that was off.
The ball's in the way. No, right there, I would have went for the 15, to be honest with you. I'd have went back. I'd have went rail first, 15 down to the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the kick.
Yes.
Yeah, I've kicked that ball too a few times in my day.
But you don't want to get too aggressive either. You just put yourself back into this match, and you don't want to do what he just did and give it right back. I see the 5 ball here. I don't. 15 doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna just draw it back just a little bit. I don't want to put a lot of speed on this ball.
Yeah, because your next shot you want coming in.
Yeah, see, I think he hit that too soft.
Yeah, now he doesn't have a shot.
I mean, he made it. He made sure he cinched that ball. There's nothing here. Nothing here I would shoot at. Risk is too much. Put yourself on the hill, right? Is he on the hill or is it 6-6?
He's on the hill. He's on the hill. He's basically, this is case ball for him.
I like that shot. It's a good shot. Right down on the bottom rail.
Well, no.
Excellent shot. Now you guys see how tired Fach is, because I think he's going to go for this. And that might just cost him the game.
I think that's all she wrote, sir.
And that's why, you know, when you're tired, you shoot that. You look at that shot and you go, oh, man, yeah, I can get that cue ball out of there.
I got to tell you what, no matter what, I'm really proud of Fach for coming up here and doing so well. He's still going to be in this match if he loses this game. I mean, in this in the tournament,
third place, guaranteed.
He's guaranteed 3rd place. He has to contend with the rest of the one-loss side if he loses this match. So the rest of the one-loss side will only be one opponent.
I don't know what Bryce is looking at here.
He's just afraid. He just, what if I miss? It's typical instinct.
Well, okay, in Billy Palmer's words, you shoot to make this ball and you don't worry about the other one. You just make the ball.
That's what I.
But in reality, everybody's going to follow. You follow this. And
it's like some people say, you know, if you miss it on the pro side.
Yes.
How about just don't miss it?
Don't miss it.
All right, that's it, folks. The hot seat match goes to Bryce Avila. Congratulations to him. And Fach GARCIA, we haven't seen the last of him. He's going to end up playing the winner of the final on the one-loss side. He'll play. What's that? Well, it's been raining now
too. It's raining outside.
Fach says the table's playing a lot stickier. Yeah. Should we have it cleaned after this? You think? No. It's not going to matter. Yeah. All right. So we'll be back, guys. Want to thank you guys all for watching this 7th anniversary event. We're going to have more matches today. We're watching also Damien Alshon is battling it out now for 4th and 5th with Mark Hang. And I'm going to toggle that over, actually, so that you guys can watch. All right, thanks a lot. Keep loving pool.